What's up, guys? We're back here at the GSL Code S. Crazy stuff has already gone down. Rain was killed by Lucera. Luckily, you get 2 lives in GSL instead of just 1.
That's right. No cats here.
My name is Tasteless, and that's why they pay me to be here, guys. Well, the metaphors are off the hook.
You see the shock in everyone's face here.
Everybody's shocked. These guys are shocked Rain's been killed. I can't believe it, man. Welcome to the studio, guys. Thanks for coming down. And I got to say, man, I don't even know what to say. I mean, Rain lost. The way he lost was weird.
It was Lucera played very, very well.
Yeah, props to Lucera. He really deserves all the credit in the world.
I feel like he's playing a stronger ZVP right now than most Zergs that I've seen. You know, I think Zerg in general has had a very hard time with Protoss recently since the Storm host changed, but the way Lucera's playing there is really, really good. Like, this is probably how we're going to see Zergs playing a lot more in the future. But Rain definitely not ready for that. Probably, in fact, hoping that it's like herO plays against Lucera and Lucera wins. I would say after that.
Think so? Yeah.
I think he'd probably feel more confident in his PvP than to go up again against Lucera.
Okay, so now we got hack against herO. Well, I don't want to say that herO's supposed to win this, especially after seeing how dead wrong I was in the last set.
I think herO's still supposed to win this.
He's supposed to win this, right, guys? I'm not crazy. herO's supposed to beat Hack, but keep in mind, Hack already knocked Dream out to get here.
Protoss, who are in both major tournaments.
That's interesting. Our Protoss player is also handsome.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is like, 3 foreign tournament wins. There's 2 Korean tournament wins there for Rain. As you can see, herO's won Korean tournaments. Yeah, Casper Cup and whatnot. Okay, okay. It was written kind of. Okay, Korean Tier 2. That's what that was. I was like, he didn't win 2 Korean tournaments. herO did not. But anyways. That was actually cool little stats to show you the Protosses that truly are up there on top.
All right, our map lineup will be Echo, Cactus Valley, and Terraform.
All right. You know, Hack used to be really well known for his strong Terran versus Protoss. Of course, right now people are talking a little bit more about his Terran versus Terran since he did take out Dream. How will he do here against herO?
We'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, herO's PvT actually kind of fluctuates a little bit.
Sure.
There's times where I feel he's the best PvTer in the world, and there's times where I'm like, ooh, you're just a bit off right now.
It seems like if you can dance around his playstyle just correctly, you can beat him, but you probably won't beat him in a head-to-head macro game where you guys both have a good idea what's going on. Anyways, let's go to game number 1. HOT6. In the upper... Got ahead of myself. Got a little bit too excited there. Jumped the gun. In the upper left in the red, he is.
Spenu really on the rise recently.
Absolutely.
Fantastic team. So glad to have them.
Great shoes. In the bottom right, in the blue.
I do have a pair of Spenu shoes. I like them. They're a nice pair of shoes, actually.
I got to go shoe shopping, man. I got these ratty-ass Converse.
Oh, man.
They look like... Oh, I don't even... What do these shoes look like, man?
They look like you found a bunch of, like, old trash that came from shoes and then taped it onto your feet.
Yeah, that's pretty much what these look like. These things are falling apart. Problem is, I got big feet.
If you went to a shoe landfill and dug deep into the dirt and found a pair that had been cut up and then thrown away 100 years ago, that's what those look like.
I think you pretty much nailed it. That's how nasty these shoes are. I mean, I feel bad every time I put them on, but the thing is, I got big feet, so it's hard for me to get shoes that fit me in Korea.
Yeah, it's actually really hard. Like, your feet are actually bigger than mine, and I have a hard time.
Well, your feet are a size 6, right? Is that...
I actually...
What you guys don't know is Artosis has very little tiny feet. He's got these... He's a tall guy. He's a 6'1", but he's got these little tiny feet.
It's so hard for me to even balance.
Yeah, it is. It's
really
pretty
tough,
crazy,
actually.
And it's kind of like watching a horse. It's like you're like a fawn or something. Yeah. You know, you got like little hooves for your feet.
It's just my calves go straight into the ground. Like that's it.
You have no ankles.
I have elephant feet. It's like exactly the width of my calf.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to go shoe shopping tomorrow.
Oh, are you gonna go down to Itaewon?
Mm-hmm. Get some shoes. Welcome to the studio, guys. Thanks for coming down. And I need to get some new shoes though, because
You definitely do.
the sole is coming off of this shoe. It's like getting bad.
Yeah,
One day I'm just gonna be walking around
bad.
with garbage bags taped to my feet and be like,
That's
I
it.
didn't have time to buy shoes. Anyways,
Oh,
yeah, Sabenu Shoe is the sponsor for HAC's team. A very popular shoe brand. I believe you can buy their stuff online.
I think you can.
You can check
yeah,
it out. I believe they have English websites.
I went to a Spenu shop in Korea.
Yeah.
The thing is, I have smaller feet than you, but
You went in there and you're like, do you have any men's shoes in size 6? They said, we don't make them that small. And you said, okay, no problem.
that's so funny. But yeah, it was hard to find any in my size there, but
Yeah.
I did find some.
Well, we got the third command center starting now.
Yeah,
And it's
nice
pretty
and
clear.
fast.
Yep. We don't always see this, but when we do, we got to see if Protoss is going to try to punish it somewhere along the line here. Obviously, everything is going to be a little bit later, but in much higher quantities if you're going to go for an econ play like this.
Well, it looks like herO is just playing a very safe game.
So this is actually pretty good for HAC then.
Yeah. This is exactly what he wants. And look, HAC already going into that engineering bay and everything. So, you know, he's going to be able to have quick upgrades as well as a very strong economy. And if herO just starts making observers, like if he insta-chrono boosts an Immortal, he'll probably win the game. If he just makes an observer, which is what we're really expecting here, then that means that he's going for a much safer type of play, and he basically isn't doing anything quick enough to reactively kill HAC for what he's done here, which means that HAC just has a nice advantage. Not like huge, not something herO can't win from, but definitely an advantage.
Observer coming here now. Sorry, go ahead. You were going to say something.
He added 2 gates, so it's like he's just being very, very safe as of this moment.
Yeah, very middle of the road build.
Oh.
Ladder build, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's the build I would use on the ladder, basically.
Yeah. What HAC's doing is a little bit risky. We've seen a lot of Terrans lose, but not with the builds that herO is doing. We'll have to see what happens later on down here. But for the time being, how do I say this? herO's build is straight down the middle. Mm-hmm. There's nothing fancy about it. It's just safe. It's safe if Terran did anything crazy and aggressive.
Yeah,
however,
through anything.
However, Terran is just being greedy. Oh. And if herO's playing safe and defensive, this really rewards HAC for being a greedy player.
Yeah, it's you know, you have to decide which type of style you want to play with. If HAC was doing anything crazy here, like some sort of 3 barracks attack, he would get stomped. If he was trying for mine drops, like, well, mine drops can always do some damage, but herO's doing the right type of build that could stop a mine drop and not take damage. Instead, here we are, and HAC is not going to be punished whatsoever, which means we get to see how HAC's late game is. Like, he's going to be able to decide how he wants to move forward in this game, whereas with herO, there's not going to be any kill timing. He's going to have to defend until very late game, and then possibly he'll find some place.
Well, the observer is getting a little bit of spotting done here for herO. And at this point in time, HAC has basically made the leap from greed to reward of the greed. Mm-hmm. And we'll see how herO plays the rest of this game out. +1 weapons attack is about to finish. Blink starting and Stim on the way here. We probably won't have any real action here for a little bit.
Yeah.
herO can attack HAC. HAC, he's not there yet. I mean, he won't be attacking until he has Stim 100% no matter what.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit of downtime here.
Yeah, it's very much the case, Stasis, and that's good. They're really gearing up for a macro game here. And you know what? It's a good choice by HAC, because when you think about this map, it's like it's very easy for Protoss to defend everything on this map on 3 bases. So good choices. Like, for instance, wasn't it Classic against Maru, where Classic just like sat here on this map and he's like, no, you can't ever kill anything. Like, with a decent unit split, Protoss is pretty much invincible on 3 bases. So HAC kind of getting around that in a clever way. But yeah, you're quite right. He's not really going to do anything for a while.
No. Stim's almost done here, although this might just be to, as he's moving out here with this army, Might try to see if he can't get anything stray. Really, you need to have medevacs, and I'd say about 4 of them before you can really start doing much of anything. Otherwise, you're just putting yourself at risk.
Yeah, definitely.
And risk maybe what Hack's going to put himself in to here, because with the Colossus out here, as long as it's controlled correctly and force fields are utilized properly, I mean, there's just not a lot you can really do against a Protoss army like this. They got the time warp there with the mothership core.
Yeah.
It's pretty smooth sailing there for Protoss.
I like that Hack was at least like posturing on the map a little bit, did some damage to those rocks, so those will die quicker next time.
Yep.
And, you know, just kind of making herO walk out, show what he's got for the time being, be a little bit more nervous about things.
Observer coming down over here. So far, herO's just basically being hyper vigilant. I feel like herO is how do I say this? Because there's a similarity between herO and Rain, and I can't quite put my finger on what it is. I'm trying to figure out a fancy way to say it, what it is, but it's like
something to do with the safety, you mean, or?
It's like they're both safe, but it looks a little bit different with the way that they play. I don't know. I can't quite figure out the right way to. You know what I'm talking about, right? These two guys are both safe. They both scout a lot. Yeah. But their playstyles, there is somewhat of a difference.
Yeah, there definitely is.
I guess hero's more inclined to just go out and attack and poke, whereas Rain is just pretty much going to deflect and deflect.
herO is more confident in microing a battle long term, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
And getting it done that way, whereas Rain almost always just wants the strategic victory.
Yeah. Well, really, the economy is kicking in here for Hack, and this is where Protoss has to be careful, because if it's an even trade with supply in a battle, usually that means Terran won. Because if Protoss loses any of these Colossus, it's just so bad.
Yeah, you're building a complicated composition as Protoss against Terran, whereas with Terran you're just like, okay, now I got the same army again, but it's smaller.
Let's go to this bit. This is the barracks that makes the Marauders. This is the one that makes the Marines. And over here is where I make my medevacs. And that's pretty much how it looks.
Well, looks like that was a very nice fight forward. How in the hell? Yeah, I don't know how those lived, but they did live, and that's good. But, you know, he killed off a decent amount of units there as well.
The pilot for that medevac is going to get a tattoo about this experience. This is never going to forget that.
He's going to remember all the units he left behind.
One medevac and then didn't kill it, and then they shot you, and you still didn't die, and you both got away, but you're the only two?
Like, yeah, that's exactly it. And then we went home and got repaired.
Yeah.
But then we flew into a High Templar, and he just feedbacked us and we died.
Oh, man. Well, we're rapidly approaching the phase of the game where they're going to be maxing out. So, well, hold up. Let's see where this drop goes. Then I want to touch on the center of the map and what role that plays here. He's going to try to fly in over here to this base, just on the upper left corner. He might even just try going into the main. This could get Terran out of position, and that might allow herO to poke in and take out this other base.
It's interesting. herO's also grabbing a second robotics base, so that could be for a few reasons here. I think what it is he's looking at this and saying, okay, Hack has played like a pretty flawless macro game so far, so this is going to be tough, and if Hack kills off all his Colossus, he's going to be able to rebuild them very, very quickly with double robo. Whereas a lot of times when you see someone lose all his Colossus, they'll never get up to the same number again, because the Terran will just keep pressure on.
Ooh! Actually, pulling back right before those last Viking missiles could hit. SCVs have been pulled. Hack has decided that now is the moment that he will end this game. Will it work, though? Let's see. The Colossi need to be perfectly positioned, not the injured one up here in the front. That will die before a single shot can even be fired. Terran's spreading out. He needs to get a proper engagement here.
All right, well, here we go. Those Vikings flying forward right now. They want to find these Colossus. They want to go ahead and eliminate them as quickly as possible. We have quite a few Archons in here as well. If you care about clumping up those Vikings over an Archon.
And he's going to be coming in here right now. We're going to see a good time warp there as well.
Wow, this is a great Viking spread, dealing a lot of damage to these Colossi. Not all the Colossi firing right away, and a great concave here with the bio, but herO just has way too much.
That's it. Well done.
Wow.
I actually was a little bit worried for him when I saw the Colossi clumped up like that. I did not think it was going to work.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, Hack did his best to make a nice concave there, but then herO, of course, is kind of attacking from high ground there. He does have like 5 Colossi. His upgrades are decent. He has multiple Archons. He has Immortals in there. It was well done by herO. It was a good hold.
Do you think that Hack waited too long for the play like that? Because everything went right at the start, but then he gets there, and I mean, the attack looks so obsolete.
You know, the thing is, I think that you're not going to kill, like, the top handful of Protosses with an SCV pull. I think that that might be one of the big issues. Like, you better find your damage somewhere else. You better whittle them down, because these SCV pulls that kill almost every Protoss, the very top Protosses, like, they just can hold them. They know every little move to do during the battle. They know how to stall you out, and they know how to live through them. So when you're doing that, you have all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens on Cactus Valley. Excuse me. I'm wondering what exactly does Hackman do this game? Because herO just, it's like Rain, except Rain playing correctly.
Something like that. It's, you know, these two are kind of similar in the way that they play, for sure.
Yeah.
But herO, you know, at the end of the day, he is going to kill you if you try to cheese him late game, Tasis. He was ready for that.
Maybe Hack will try it in the early game. Let's see. In the bottom left, in the red.
스페누 핵.
In the upper left, in the blue.
CJ 엔투스 히어로.
I just noticed that. He's got his name on his collar.
Oh, yeah, I never saw
cool.
that.
Yeah.
I think that's new, actually.
Yeah, it must be a new uniform for the team.
What are you doing looking at his collar, Tasteless?
Thinking about
his eyes are up here.
I'm thinking about buying a polo is what I'm doing, Artosis.
The day that you buy a polo, my friend.
Yeah, I'm not much of a polo guy, am I?
Well, even if you were, you wouldn't buy one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it would, probably your girlfriend would buy you the polo.
Yeah, that's how it normally
That's how
happens.
I got all my polos.
Yeah, that's
I never purchased
That's one of those
one.
moments where that can happen, right? Where it's like, you see one of your friends and he's wearing he's got like a turtleneck on, and you're thinking like, okay, what happened? You did not buy that turtleneck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're Archer.
Hey guys, we've all been there. We've all been there.
That's fine. You look cute in it. You look cute in it. That's where it's all
that's
at.
the way. That's the way she wants you to look. What are you gonna do? You know? Because you definitely can't not wear that, right?
No,
that's when you're gonna be sleeping in the
permanent
doghouse,
rotation,
my
man.
friend. Yeah.
You gotta look cute.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
By the way, double gas this time.
Yes, double gas.
I have a feeling
herO with a very different opener here. Most of these builds are hinged on getting a Nexus out and teching from there, but yeah, he's doing a very different approach.
I think he's going for Oracle this game. You know, last game, even though he did win it, like, kind of handily, he doesn't want Hack to be able to just do very greedy builds the entire time, and an Oracle is a good way to open up and kind of give him a reality check that you're still able to do damage in the early game against such things.
Hack is just going to get his command center up here. Again, a little bit of a different build from the last game, not getting the third command center. And this is kind of leaning a little bit more towards how herO was playing in the last game. Now, herO is getting a Nexus here, so there's not some weird one-base play going on from herO either, but he's definitely getting that second base in a different way than we saw before.
Certainly having that second gas. We'll see if he adds some tech pretty quickly here. He is scouting, but in the wrong direction, so it's going to take him a very long time to get over to Hack space.
Twilight Council coming up here.
Okay. Not too surprised at that. Like, herO really likes his Blink Stalkers, known for having very good control with those Stalkers. I'd actually like to see from him here one of these Blink Stalker into DT with Warp Prism. Like, that's a build that for quite some time it's been like reasonably popular against Command Center first builds, but He hasn't even scouted yet what HAC is doing because, you know, obviously scouting the wrong direction. When he gets there, his probe will be killed off like right away, but...
This is the worst possible scouting result for herO, is to basically, the most he knows is the starting location of his opponent. He's not going to see any buildings. He's not going to see the timing of the command center, if there's a command center. I mean, he has to assume there is, but I mean, even that being in the dark is always a little bit worse, right? So that probe will come over here now. We do have Blink coming here. We'll see how much he actually commits to Blink Stalkers.
Well,
you know, Blink can be used defensively. It doesn't have to be used offensively.
Yeah, I think he'll...
And it looks like he is going to do some offense here.
Yeah, he has to put on some pressure with it, right? He kind of like blindly went to 3 gates with Blink, so he should be trying to get a little bit of damage done at least. You know, poke a little bit, see what your opponent has. Doesn't have to be too many Blink Stalkers, but, you know, if HAC messes up at all, he can die to it. Which is always a good type of build to do, right?
Right.
It's, hey, if you screw up, you're dead. And if you don't, I'm still okay. Notice he doesn't stop pro production. This is not some sort of all-in or anything.
And we're going to have a lot more Stalkers come up here. Now, really, HAC knows what's happening. It's really a question of, like, how well will this be controlled? Already one Stalker goes down. And actually, I guess maybe a little bit lackluster here for the start of this attack.
Yeah, it's really not doing that much.
No.
It's a really well-placed bunker, kind of keeping those Stalkers in a choked area. Can't really spread them as much as he would like.
Now, the next step would be to Blink in the main. Oh, and that's funny, is the herO was ready for that, except the Stalkers just barreled down here. And now he's going to get some great SCV kills. How many worker? Yeah, 3 worker kills there. He got more than that, though, right? He got some more earlier, right?
No, those are the ones that he got.
Oh, it must be crazy. I thought
he got some Marines, is what he got.
I thought he got some workers back there, but I guess not. So, really, HAC's got the defense. I mean, he's holding this, and it looks like, once again, he's going to go right for this bunker right now, and it will barely need...
Oh, he only needed one more volley, but there was too much damage on his Stalkers there.
Yeah, just too much. Once you break that bunker, you can start pushing.
Yeah.
You can start making this work. It's pretty crazy.
I feel like that was a little bit of a judgment call when he put that much into it already.
Well, it's always a judgment call, Artosis.
Yeah, you got me there.
All the decisions we make in life, Artosis. Hold on. We have we have another Blink coming up here. He's going to go for Dark Shrine on 2 base. That's interesting.
I don't know if it's judgment, like when I wake up and play video games in the morning. That's like a biological urge. Like eating or sleeping.
Well, it's a biological need is what it is. The question is, do you give into your needs? So he broke the bunker. Now, he can try to harass a little bit more, but it's going to be kind of scary because Stim is out and Medivacs are on the way. Also, this is still kind of
I think he has to continue to poke a little bit because he is doing that strategy we were talking about before, which is War Prism with a Dark Shrine on the way. And if you keep enough pressure up with these Blink Stalkers, oftentimes those DTs get in the main base and do a lot of damage.
Whoa! That scared the shit out of me.
So bad.
Whoa, that just almost jumped out of my chair. Whoa. I seriously got so startled by that.
Yeah, me too.
If you guys didn't see that, we just had this random graphic come up here, but
they did see the graphic for sure.
Well, not everybody is looking at the same time. Sometimes people are working on their second monitor, man.
Oh yeah, maybe. Well, right now we do have that Dark Templar drop coming up. There is a turret in the main base, so this won't do as much as
that's like the most well-placed turret. Look at that. That is beautiful. I love it.
And look at this. He's going to come into the front, kill off this missile turret.
Wait. And in a sudden turn of events.
Yeah, just barely doesn't kill that off, but realizes he has to run immediately, and he even loses quite a bit here. HAC actually kind of putting herO on the back foot.
Stalker's blinking back.
He's done a great job so far defending everything, really.
Yeah, HAC's looking really good. This is not as easy as it looks to hold, guys. It's a pretty technical strat that herO's going for.
Yeah.
It requires not only understanding to stop, but really good control.
Yeah.
You got to really be on top of the mini-map, your army, everything.
Multitasking and whatnot. Definitely the case. And herO did, like, kind of okay with it. killed like 3 SCVs with those DTs, forces scans and whatnot. Has the threat of them for the rest of the game as well. But his Blink Stalkers have taken a beating, and they really haven't done what they meant to do. And oh my god, that is a big drop coming in.
Oh, the Stalkers,
Uh-oh, he's in trouble now, Tasteless. He is so out of position for this.
This could be the big equalizer that will bring us to 1-1 now.
Well, here we go. That is a lot of units in here. Of course, the Nexus Cannon does go down. He has a Colossus, but he's got to wait. He doesn't want to go too close to it. And in fact, HOT6 decides, you know what? I'm getting out of here.
Well, did not go as well as I thought it was going to go for HOT6. You can see that HOT6 was a little bit apprehensive of overextending here. I think he actually could have attacked in there and maybe done a little bit more damage, probably killed the Colossus. But I do respect the fact that he's going to back off.
Yeah.
Just, stay ahead. Don't.
Well, he doesn't know
Don't risk
exactly everything that hero's doing as well. Like, herO did the DT drop. Of course, he knows that part, but went directly into double Forge after that. His Colossus kind of like... His Colossus count suffering a little bit because of this as well.
Yeah.
But herO going up to 2-2 on 2 bases. Of course, HOT6 is still on 2 bases, so that's all right. Third command center on the way right now for HOT6. You can see his supply really jumping up ahead since he's not spending on things as tech-heavy as the DTs that herO got, or 2-2. So he's really able to get a gigantic army at this point.
Well, herO may follow this up with another big attack. It's possible. Let's say he takes out these medevacs. It would definitely behoove him to do another push like this.
Look at this. We have a big drop coming in.
Yeah, this is about as big of a drop as you can have.
And another set of medevacs coming behind the Colossi. HOT6 is going for a kill here. 2 Colossi fall in a matter of seconds. We do have the Nexus Cannon down, and the Stalkers blink forward, but no charge on these Zealots.
You know what? That worked out just fine for herO. That was actually fine.
He did kill off quite a bit.
There was a much higher, I should say, supply lead there for HOT6. And with the upgrades now being done, and in fact another one about to finish here for herO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is going to go just fine. I like the idea of what HOT6 was trying to do, but you know
you know what I would like more is like dropping in the main and then dropping in the natural, or dropping the natural and dropping the main, just trying to have the army in the wrong place. But
yeah, sure.
It looks like he is going to go ahead and drop this main base and go after this Nexus. Okay, he does do a recall here. Oh, that was late.
Oh my god.
That was just HOT6 really messed up right there.
Yeah.
That was like a late. That was another judgment call right there that he made, Tasteless, is what that was.
Yes, it was.
But yeah, like he needs to decide to do that earlier or not do that. Because exactly when he did it is when you can't get away with anything. And you didn't do maximum damage either. So it's like, if you're not going to get away with everything, you leave it on the ground.
There is some merit to a counterattack here from herO. You got that many medevacs. You have a Warp Prism already available. Why not?
He's got 2-2 against 1-1, which is so powerful. Going after that Warp Prism hardcore.
But herO's still apprehensive. I understand it. I mean, I think the attack would work, but I do see the point in herO just kind of playing safe. He wants to get that Colossus number up to a good amount. Also getting an Immortal here, too. He just wants to have that balanced Protoss army so he can actually pick a fight. What? That didn't die? Crazy.
Yeah, just barely getting out of there.
And actually, Protoss is going to push. Is he?
I like the push. Like, maybe wait for charge or something, but
well, he's
with 2-2, it definitely has potential damage. And look, since he's not pushing, and there's 20 supply of Terran up at his third killing it, and he can't get back in time, this is like a lost opportunity. You can't be in the middle, hem and haw, and then do neither. He neither defended nor attacked.
Yeah.
What else is there?
There isn't anything else. Well, I still think there was
some Tom Jobbery in the middle of that map.
Some Tom Jobbery. No tomfoolery this time. It's some Tom Jobbery, man.
That was like really indecisive of him. Like an attack would have been okay because there's 20 supply missing, and defense would have been okay.
I think he should have attacked. I was
Either
really
one.
by that.
Just do one, not sit in the middle. I don't know what he was waiting for in the middle of the map there. Like if HOT6 had even brought his whole army to the middle of the map, like. Is that where herO wants to engage? No, he would have wanted to engage at home anyways. So, I don't know. That was really weird. And now he's sitting here and he's like, we're 19 minutes into the game, and no third base for herO yet.
Yeah, nothing just yet. And I think Hack has concluded that this is the time to try to end the game. So let's see if it works out for him. Remember, I mean, if he loses those SCVs, that's a lot of workers gone.
It's going to work out for him.
I think you're probably right.
Bad news for you, Tasteless.
Yeah, I think you are correct.
He's got some Archons, he's got some Immortals, and that's great. But, ooh, this is actually a great choke point to try to combine. But look at that. Nice pullback by Hack. His Vikings take out just so much, and this is going to be an easy victory for Hack.
Yeah, there's just too much of everything that's Terran coming in here.
DT's coming in, though, actually. Okay, he does have the scan for those. That's really important. And, well, Immortals are pretty good.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah,
I can't believe that. He's actually going to hold that. That is so funny. You got to target down the Immortals a little bit quicker.
I don't think he's actually like completely held it. Like I think he's still dead. I'm surprised that he killed this much of Hack's army, but I think there was some mistargeting.
Yeah, whenever Terra dives in like this, you need to go for the Immortals because the Immortals over time are just going to wipe out all the Marauders. It looks like just barely Hack will gnaw his way through here. Well,
I love the DT Orpans. They're really causing a lot of pain. And look at how he's targeting down Medivacs. It's very smart.
I can't believe it. Okay.
I thought he was going to break him, but...
We couldn't call what the hell was going on in that game.
Yeah,
he actually just barely held that. Just so you know, guys, when you see an attack like that, once the Colossi are gone and you have the opening, you need to shoot the Immortals down.
Yeah,
that will start to add up to an insane degree because the Marauders do so much damage. But if the Immortals are killing them off in a few hits, it doesn't matter.
The Immortals and Archons are really the big damage dealers after those are gone. But
absolutely.
Look, Hack started that battle fantastically. At the end of the day, herO did end up holding. Thanks to that 2-2. Like, if that was the same upgrades, Hack wins that game 100%. But, I mean, well done by herO, I guess. But he definitely made a couple mistakes here and there. And my real question is, does he beat Lucera? Lucera, in my opinion, is playing the best games today so far.
Yeah, I
think that Lucera so far has played the cleanest, best games of the day.
Well, he's had a chance to take a look at how Lucera's playing, so always keep that in mind as well. Maybe he can tailor a build to try to beat him. We're going to take a short little break. When we return, we're going to go to the winners match and see who will be first to get out of this group here in the GSL Code S.